what's up? My name is Teja and you're watching Tech channel. I'm back with another video, and in this video I have my Redmi Note 4 here with me, and I've been using this since 1 month, and in this video I'm going to tell you how this device actually feels like and actually performs like after 1 month of use. And trust me, I'm going to be really honest about it. Make sure you watch this video until the end. Let's get started. But wait, this is my first smartphone review kind of video, and I'm really nervous about how I'm going to present it. And if there is anything in this video that you didn't like, please excuse me, and please comment down your suggestions in the comment box below so that I can improve from my next videos. Now first talking about the screen is really huge, and you know it's got a 5.5-inch display, and then the touch sensors are really good, and the touch is really smooth. I don't think it's in par with premium phones like OnePlus 5 or iPhone 7, but the touch is really very decent and it really feels very good in the hands. And I think Mi Note 4 has got one of the best touch screen sensors if you take the budget into the scene. And yeah, I have no problems with the touchscreen. I've been using this 1 month as I've already told you, and I've faced no issues with the touchscreen. The touch is really good. I really want to talk about this back finish. I don't know which material is this made of, but I should say that this back finish is literally a magnet for all the scratches. And if you could look closely, you can find some scratches on my phone. I'm not sure if you can notice them, but there are quite a few scratches on my phone, and to be frank, I don't even know how these came up on my phone. So this back finish is very delicate and it's easily scratchable. So if you want to maintain your phone in a good way, then you need to take care of it, and or you need to use a back cover, which I don't like. Redmi Note 4 comes with a 13MP back camera and a 5MP front camera. The back camera works pretty good, the focus is really good, and it takes some fantastic pictures when there is a proper lighting. The front camera also does pretty good, and you can take some decent selfies, but only when the lighting is good. Both the front camera and the back camera actually suck when there is no proper lighting. Here are some sample camera pictures for you. Talking about the fingerprint scanner, it comes at the back of the phone like this. I think it's common for all the Redmi phones, and I really like it when the fingerprint scanner comes at the back of the phone like this, because it's really handy. You can just hold your phone like that, and you can just unlock your phone just by placing your finger on the fingerprint scanner. And yes, it's really handy. And talking about the fingerprint scanner of Redmi Note 4, it is decently fast enough. The screen gets unlocked as soon as you put your finger on the fingerprint scanner, but there are some cases where this fingerprint scanner actually failed to work. For example, this fingerprint scanner fails to work even if there is a little bit of moisture on your finger. So if you can see, there is a little bit of moisture on my index finger, and the fingerprint scanner actually fails to work. It gives me a vibration saying that the finger is not recognized. So this is a small problem with the fingerprint sensor of Redmi phone. I think Redmi Note 4. I'm not sure about all the other Redmi phones. Talking about the battery backup, of 100% battery for this phone can last up to 2 days if you're a moderate smartphone user. But there are times when the battery actually went down from 100% to like 5% in a single day. But once again, it all depends on how you use your phone. It depends on the brightness of the phone, the number of apps that are kept running on the phone, and other stuff. So if you're a moderate user, then I can say that this battery can last up to 2 days easily, and beyond 2 days I don't think it is possible. So I can say that this device has a decent battery backup. And yes, it does get charged really quick. I think it takes around 2 to 3 hours to get fully charged. So it is a phone which can charge really fast. Now let me answer the most asked question about Redmi phones. Does this phone get heated up? Yes, it does get heated up, but only when you are charging the phone, and that too if your room temperature is a bit high, then you can expect your Redmi phone, your Redmi Note 4 to be precise, to gain more temperature. And yes, it does get heated very much, but only if your room temperature is high and only if you are charging this device. And the other times when the device is not being charged, I didn't observe any heating effect for this phone. Talking about the physical durability of this phone actually fell down 2 times while making this video, and it fell down from around 5 feet from the ground, and I didn't even see a single scratch on the screen. So I can say that this phone is a decently durable phone, and not only this time, but once before this phone fell from around 5 feet from the ground, and even then nothing happened to this phone. So this is a very durable phone. Now talking about the user interface, the default system launcher, that is the MI system launcher that comes with this phone, is pretty much interactive. I really like it. You can always browse for new themes in the theme store. You can download new themes and install them on your device, and you can even change the effects like this, and you can even add a widget onto your screen. So my personal opinion is that this default system launcher, that is the MI's system launcher, is better than the Google Now system launcher. That is my personal opinion anyhow, because I feel that this is more interactive and these graphics are really cool. The icon style and everything looks really pretty on the phone, and I really like this system launcher. This phone comes with the Android version 6.0.1 and the MIUI version is MIUI Global 8.2 stable, and there is some version number at the end which I don't like to read out. And this is a 4GB variant. The 2GB and the 3GB variants are also available for this model, and you can also see the other options like the baseband version and the kernel version. From the time I started using this device, there's been no instance when this device actually hanged up. All the apps that I installed on this device are working perfectly fine, and there are some cases, or there are some instances when the Facebook app actually stopped working, but believe me, that's very rare. This device works really smooth despite of the number of apps kept running. The brightness level can go really up and it can go really down. There is a lot of difference between the least point and the highest point, but if you're outdoor and if the sun is really bright, then you might feel uncomfortable to see the screen because the contents of the screen may not be visible. There is an option called one-handed mode in this device where you can use your device with one hand. Suppose that you want to use your device with only one of your hand because your other hand is busy in doing something, then you can do it. But if your hand is so tiny and you feel uncomfortable to use your device with one hand, as we know that the Redmi Note 4 has a big display, then you can enter into the one-handed mode. And you can do that by just swiping on the home buttons like that. Like that. And then you can enter the one-hand mode. So this is one of the options which I like because it's very handy to use the device with one hand if your hand is a tiny one. This device actually comes with an inbuilt infrared sender, which means you can use the smartphone as a remote to control different electronics like television, air conditioners, projectors, cameras, or whatever. So you can control different electronics by just using the smartphone. Actually, there is an app called MI Remote which comes defaultly with the phone, using which you can make this stuff happen. You can switch to the second space anytime on your device. A second space is basically a second screen where you can install different apps separately from the first space. Suppose you have WhatsApp installed for your first SIM and you want to install it for the second SIM, then you can simply switch to the second space, download and install WhatsApp. This you can do for any app. In such a way, you can switch between first space and second space. This works pretty smooth according to my knowledge. Hit the subscribe button for more videos. Like my Facebook page at facebook.com/techraj156. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/techraj156. Visit my website at techraj156.com. Thanks for watching. Cheers. If you're watching this on your mobile, click on the bell symbol and you will be notified every time I upload a new video.